The formality of introductions has been taken care of. We're ready for boys varsity basketball tonight at Bishop Luers High School as the Bishop Dwenger Saints visit the Bishop Luers Knights. Knights will wear home white uniforms, black letters and numbers, red trim. Bishop Dwenger navy blue with white and gold accents. In the center circle to jump it up, it'll be Zach Lehrman for Dwenger against Ale Taylor. Bishop Luers, and the Saints will control the tip. Tommy Kaufman brings it left side front court. Popping out back to the basket between the circles. It's Lehrman giving to Kaufman. A kick out to the wing and a shot on the way. It's no good by Kaufman, and here comes, or rather, Dykehusen, and then quickly Luers the other way, and a miss by Carmani Davis. So an exchange of missed threes, and here we have Dwenger on court left. Kaufman dribbles baseline left, circles back out, off a screen. He stops at the left elbow, up top to Lehrman. Now Pori with his first touch. Dykehusen gives, and here's Pori. Left elbow jump. Got it from 15 feet. George Pori, 6-foot junior, drops in the 15-footer, and a 2-0 Bishop Dwenger lead. Front court, Safersky to Moore. Back to Safersky. Moore will fire left wing triple off the iron. Davis there to clean it up off the rim. The 5'9" guard with the follow underneath, and it's an even game, 2-2. Piper up top to Pori. And we've got a stoppage in play. There is something on the court, so the official wanted to pick it up and remove it. No shot clock in high school basketball, so the Saints will inbound. And they'll throw it in the back court to Tommy Kaufman. Kaufman gives, center circle, goes to Piper. Now over on the right wing, where Dykehusen goes to Pori, threw it into his ankles, and it goes off his legs into the back court. Pori chases it down, but an over and back against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. They'll turn it over. We're tied 2-2. 6:19 remaining, quarter number 1. Inbound up top to TJ English. Safersky to English, right at the top of the key. He dribbles to the foul line. Middle of the lane to Taylor, his 14-footer, no good. And the rebound goes to Bishop Dwenger. Kaufman off a screen left wing, takes it all the way baseline. Underneath, a kick out to the corner, no shot there. So it's around the horn to Pori. Up top, Dykehusen sends it over on the wing to Lehrman. Lehrman will drive baseline, goes right through Carmani Davis, but they're going to call the blocking foul on Carmani Davis of Bishop Luers. First foul of the ball game goes against Bishop Luers, Carmani Davis, 5'9" senior. So Dwenger will inbound under the basket. And they'll throw it in to Lehrman. Kick out to Kaufman. He doesn't shoot. Kaufman dribbles center circle, throws right wing to Pori. George Pori, Dykehusen. He'll fire a three, and he's off to the right. Offensive rebound, Lehrman, and he'll put it back in from in front of the iron. Saints lead at 4-2. Quickly, Safersky front court. Pull up, left elbow for English. It's no good, and a battle for the rebound, and they're going to call the foul on Bishop Dwenger. And it's Tommy Kaufman guilty of the foul. Kaufman, a 6-foot junior, trying to battle Ale Taylor, 6'4", probably a good 235. Big, solid body football player on the Bishop Luers football team. Inbound. They get it to Taylor underneath, and he'll lay it in. Ale Taylor, too much size and strength around the basket. He ties it up 4-4. Kaufman, right wing to Piper. Piper tries to throw it up top. It's deflected away. Diving, trying to save it is Safersky, and he can't quite keep it in play. Ball remains in the hands of Bishop Dwenger. 5:03 left first quarter. Tied 4-4. From the logo, Kaufman dribbles left wing and flips it to Piper. Piper immediately doubled. He dribbles out of trouble, and then a reach-in foul called on Bishop Luers. This one called on Zen Safersky. 5'10" sophomore picks up his first, second on the team, and the ball will be inbounded baseline under the basket. A three on the inbound. Pori. It's a little short, long rebound, chased down in the corner by the Saints. Dykhuizen. He'll fire three. Yes! Luke Dykhuizen, 5'7" junior, gives the Saints a 7-4 advantage. English gives to Davis. He'll dribble underneath, reverse layup, left short, and the rebound. Pori, long lead pass. Dykhuizen, step back triple, and that one rims out. A tip out by Piper. Saints get it. Pori dribbles into the lane. He'll put it up on the run, and soft touch off the rim. It's in for George Pori, and it is a 9-4 start for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Safersky to English left wing. Cross courts it to Davis. Picked up quickly. Baseline, Taylor, 17 feet out. Right baseline, no good for Taylor. Rebound, Pori, Bishop Dwenger. And Dykhuizen's got another look. Left wing, air ball, but taken underneath in the air by Piper, and he puts it in. 11-4, Bishop Dwenger. Timeout, Seth Coughing, and the Bishop Luers Knights. You're listening to high school basketball, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Hoping to put an end to that four-game losing streak. They lead it early, 11-4 over the Bishop Luers Knights. Knights with the ball out of the timeout. 3.5 minutes remain opening quarter. Here's a drive all the way to the basket. English will finish with the layup. Split right through the defense, got to the basket, and TJ English makes it 11-6. It ends the 7-point run by Bishop Dwenger. Clock stopped as the ball got away after the ball went through the hoop, so officials stop it. Now Luers picks up full court, trying to force turnovers from this Bishop Dwenger offense. Kaufman brings it across the timeline left. Lobs, high post, back to the basket, top of the key is Piper. Throws to Pori, or to Dykhuizen on the wing, up top to Pori. Pori now on the wing to Dykhuizen. Dykhuizen surveys from the right wing, up top. Piper rotates it, left wing Pori. He steps into a triple, and Pori with the fish hook. He likes it. It's good. It's 14-6 Saints. English, he'll step up to the arc. He'll fire, and he got fouled shooting the three. George Pori of Bishop Dwenger stepped in to the landing zone of TJ English. And so English, who is 16 of 25 at the line this year, 64%, is going to shoot three times. And good on the first, 14-7. English with 3 early points for Bishop Luers, averages about 9 a game. Second one's up and good. 2:52 on the clock. We're in the first quarter. 14-8, and one more free throw, and trying to make it a 3-for-3 trip is TJ English of Bishop Luers. Fires and line drive back heel, no good. Rebound goes to Bishop Dwenger. 14-8 score. Under 2:45 to play in the first quarter, and the Saints in the half court. High post, back to the basket. Lehrman hands off to Kaufman. Kick outside to Dykhuizen, up top to Pori. Pori throws to the wing to Dykhuizen. Picked up closely by Carmani Davis. They got Piper open at the three, and Casey Piper drills it from three. 17-8. English, high post, Taylor. He's going to pound his way into the paint, then set it back outside to English. He'll take it baseline, get cut off, throw it up top. A bad pass over Carmani Davis, and it will go out of bounds. Turnover for Bishop Luers with 2:08 still on the clock, opening quarter. And the Saints look to add to a 17-8 lead. Inbound pass, Kaufman. Again, high post Piper. Back to the basket. He stands at the arc and gives to Pori. Pori, step back, won't take the shot. Gives to Lehrman, who hands it off to Pori. Pori, drive, kick out. Dykehusen couldn't shoot it. Now Kaufman. Oh, a good fake. Kaufman, the drive. He'll go all the way and finish with the layup. First bucket for Tommy Kaufman, 19-8. It's an 11-point advantage for the road team. Davis to TJ English outside the arc. In the middle of the zone, it goes to Taylor. He'll drive right down on Lehrman, get to the bucket and score. Hale Taylor from inside, 19-10. That's 4 points for Taylor. Minute 20, clock runs, opening quarter, and Kaufman's in the front court for the Saints. Right wing to Pori. Up top, Piper bounces it, posting Lehrman, working against Taylor. He muscles it up, and Taylor rejects it. Luers in the front court, and the pass to the wing is kicked. Dykehusen got a foot out, and so it will stay Bishop Luers basketball. And subbing in for the Saints, Henry Jordan, 6-foot senior, will come in for Zach Lehrman. So a small lineup on the court. Nobody over 6 feet tall for Bishop Dwenger. Safersky sends it outside to Keon Crow. Back to Safersky. Three-pointer left wing. It's a little strong. And the rebound to George Pori of Bishop Dwenger as the clock ticks under 45 seconds. Saints leading it 19-10. Dykehusen just outside the left elbow to Piper. Up top, Jordan gives to Pori, right wing. He'll give up top to Jordan. Top of the key, back to the basket. Piper flips it outside to Jordan. And the Saints now with 24 seconds might choose to burn for the final shot. They're leading by 9. Kaufman on the dribble, left wing. Will circle back up top, give to Jordan. Back to Kaufman, back to Jordan, playing catch just inside the timeline. Now on the wing. It's Dykehusen. Piper rotates it. Kaufman right wing. Baseline drive. He's cut off. Outside they get it to Pori, and he can't get the shot off. He drained it on a step-back triple, but it was too late. Quarter ends, and it's a 19-10 advantage for Bishop Dwenger here at Luers. You're listening to the high school basketball game of the week, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Luers with the ball to start our second quarter. They get it to Carmani Davis, who drills a triple to start quarter number 2. And that cuts the lead down to 6, 19-13. Saints front court. Top of the key, it's Pori firing, and Pori buries his second triple. He's got 10 points, and it's 22-13. Davis, mid-range, rolls it around the hoop. It drops through, and there's contact. It's going to be a chance at a three-point play for Carmani Davis. The foul on Pori, and that is his second. He's already in double figures with 10 points, but now he's got 2 fouls, leading the Saints in 2 categories. Davis looks for the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and he buries the free throw. 22-16. Davis now with 8 points. Dykehusen has it, right wing, baseline drive, cut off, circles back out, and gives to a wide-open Tommy Kaufman, who buries it from three-point land. 5 for Kaufman. And it's 25-16. Saints by 9. Davis left open. Long range, top of the key. No good. Offensive rebound. Keon Crow left the putback short, but a tip out goes to Luers. Good pass. Carmani Davis found Javins underneath, and he'll lay it in. 25-18. First bucket for Nate Javens. Front court, Saints. Piper to the elbow. Spins in the paint. Throws out to the left wing, where Pori is playing with 2 fouls. Pori off a screen up top. Now he drives down the lane. Splits defenders. Floats with a double pump. And Pori has a dozen here in the first half. And the Saints a 9-point lead. 27-18. Ticking down to 6 minutes left in the second. On the perimeter, Safersky throws right side to Carmani Davis. Back to Safersky. He dribbles down, got it poked away, and it's stolen by George Pori. Pori for Bishop Dwenger. Heads the other way on the bounce. Lead pass to Dijkhuizen, and this is Tommy Dijkhuizen. Dribbles under the basket, throws up top to Pori. Pori wanted to use a screen, couldn't. Piper gets the catch between the circles and hands it off to Kaufman. Kaufman, the dribble against Safersky. Dijkhuizen has it on the wing. Up top, it is Jordan firing, and he bricked it. And the rebound goes to Safersky of Luers. He'll drive all the way coast to coast. Safersky, finger roll, no. Put back by Taylor is missed, but a foul is called underneath. And they're going to call the foul on Tommy Kaufman. He picks up his second. And to the line is Ale Taylor. Taylor gets there often. First one's good. But he shoots less than 50% when he does. So some substitutions. Bishop Dwenger keeping everybody out there with 2 fouls into the game for the first time. It's Max Jordan. Henry Jordan will sit down. Also, Zach Lehrman has returned for the Saints. Ale Taylor looks for the second free throw, and he got both of them. So a sub-53 free throw shooter just hits 2 of them, and the lead cut down to 7, 27-20. Front court, Jordan up top to Lehrman. Dijkhuizen. Lehrman, right wing. It goes to Pori. Up top between the circles, this is Max Jordan. Guarded on the perimeter by Taylor. He's going to drive Taylor. Stop, and we've got a foul. Little touch foul with the hand check by Ale Taylor. So Ale Taylor picks up his first. It is the first on the team here in the quarter. Saints inbound under the basket. Kaufman all the way up top to Dijkhuizen. And that is Luke, who's checked back in. Now Pori, right wing, up top to Kaufman. He drives, stops at the elbow, outside Pori. Good step to the right, shoots the 3, missed it, but he's fouled shooting the 3 ball by Bishop Luers, TJ English, and George Pori is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 3 times. He goes to the line already a dozen points in the game. 4:40 still remaining in the second quarter. Pori's first, Twine. Nothing but Twine. 28-20. The second of 3 for Pori on the way. Got it again. 14 for Pori, 29-20. Saints lead it. One more to make it a perfect trip. No, it rims out. And the rebound to Ale Taylor. It's amazing how difficult, even for really good free throw shooters, it is to make all 3. Safersky, jump stop in the paint. Down low goes to Taylor. He's doubled. They poke it away. He gets it back and hands it to TJ English, who's cutting to the basket. He'll lay it in. 29-21, 8-point lead, Bishop Dwenger. Saints front court left. Kaufman, right wing. It goes to Max Jordan, up top to Lehrman, right wing Kaufman. Kaufman baseline, hesitates, cuts through, and throws up top where it's Dijkhuizen. 3 ball good. That's Luke Dijkhuizen with another triple. and it's 32-22, a 10-point lead for Bishop Dwenger. And a three to answer is too strong by Jaden Moore, and the rebound goes on a fight to Max Jordan. He'll give it off to Kaufman, and he'll bring it right to left. Saints by 10. We're under 3.5 minutes. Lehrman, right wing, Kaufman. Kaufman, jab step, now a drive underneath. Takes it out to the corner where it's Pori trying a three. That one's no good. Rebound goes to Seversky of Luers. Lead pass to Moore. He'll drive into the basket, get a bump, and that's a foul on Max Jordan of Bishop Dwenger. That'll be the third on the Saints here in the second quarter with 3:18 on the clock. 32-22. Luers down by 10 will inbound under the basket. Armani Davis calling out a play, and he wants to get everybody in the right position. And finally, Jaden Moore assumes his spot on the left side of the lane. Here's the inbound. It goes to English underneath. Pump fake. Now a shot. No. Rebound tip and goes out of bounds off Bishop Luers. Saints ball. 32-22 with 3:13 in the clock running, quarter number 2. Max Jordan, left wing, guarded on the perimeter by Taylor. Jordan wanted to drive him, got cut off, goes outside to Lehrman. Lehrman just outside the top of the key. Back on the perimeter left to Max Jordan. Throws up top. Ball deflects away and goes to Lehrman. He'll hand it off to Pori. Back to Lehrman near the right corner. Lehrman, reverse pivot, looking for somebody to get open. Finally finds Dijkhuizen. He'll give it up to Jordan. Jordan works on the perimeter, little dribble left and right, and gets cut off, so he goes outside to Kaufman. Now Kaufman finds a path. He'll kick it out. He's got a shooter. Dijkhuizen, three ball. No, but he got fouled shooting a three. Third time in the game, a three-point shooter has been fouled in the act, and Luke Dijkhuizen will go to the free throw line to shoot three for Bishop Dwenger, with the Saints already up by 10. Free throw number 1 is good. That is 7 in the game for Dijkhuizen. He's got 2 more coming. Second one's up, and it's a 12-point lead, 34-22. Piper has come back along with Henry Jordan for Bishop Dwenger. Javins returns to the floor for the Knights. Trying to make it a 13-point lead. And he's perfect. 3 for 3 on the trip. Well, maybe I jinxed it when I said something about how difficult it was to make all 3. He's got 9 and the lead, 35-22. Taylor in the lane. Jump stop, puts it up from the right block. It's too strong, and the putback is rejected. Henry Jordan blocks the putback attempt of Jaden Moore. Saints front court leading 35-22. They'll go low post. Lehrman. He goes to muscle it up, and stripping it away was Javins. Seversky, lead pass. Oh, a beautiful touch pass goes to Ale Taylor from TJ English, but English got fouled in the act of tossing that touch pass across the lane to the cutting Ale Taylor. What a transition for Bishop Luers, but it's all for naught. The foul takes away the bucket. The foul was on Casey Piper. It's his first, 4th on the team. 1:51 remaining before halftime. 35-22. Saints the advantage. Luers the inbound as they dry up a spot where TJ English went to the floor. Officials with a towel and using their foot to move the towel over the wet spot. They're satisfied, and here's the inbound. Luers throws it to English, left wing. Up top, Javins, right wing to Seversky. He'll cross court at English. Shot fake. English steps inside the arc. Cross courts it to Safersky. His three. Got it! Zen Safersky, the sophomore, with a three ball. And what a transition for the Saints as they throw the lead pass to a cutting Lehrman. He makes the catch and the layup all in one motion. And it's 37-25. Minute 23. Taylor. Low block, back to the basket, turns into the lane, up over the left shoulder. It's no good with the right hand, but an offensive rebound. A kick out to Taylor at the three-point line, no. And another offensive rebound. The Saints getting beat up on the glass as Jaden Moore went up and got it. And there's a foul being called on Lehrman of Bishop Dwenger. Jaden Moore is going to shoot free throws here because that's over the limit for Bishop Dwenger. That's their fifth in the quarter. The foul, the first on Zach Lehrman. So to the line, Jaden Moore. 13 of 19 on the season, and he didn't get it. Rolled off the iron. Still a 37-25 game. 1:09 before we reach the break. Substitutions. Bishop Luers will bring in Keon Crow. Hale Taylor will sit down. Moore at the line with the second. It's on the way. Swish. 37-26. Now the full court trap. Dwenger passes out of it. Dykhu's in front court. He'll take it all the way down to the basket. Missed the layup. Might have been partially blocked, but an offensive rebound. A kick out to Kaufman, and he's burying it from Calhoun Street. Quickly, Luers front court. Moore misses a turnaround in the paint. Here comes Bishop Dwenger, up 40-26. In 41 seconds. Not sure they'll burn this much time, but they might want to play for the final shot. Dykhusen on the dribble. Outside to Pori to Kaufman. And Kaufman's going to slow down the pace. He works on the dribble against TJ English all the way toward the corner. Now spins back out all the way up top. Kaufman still on the dribble. And a timeout's going to be called by Bishop Dwenger with 17.8 seconds. So we'll come back, wrap up the first half next. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. 17 seconds left in the half. Dwenger the inbound, and the ball knocked away. They called a foul on Bishop Luers. So the Saints will inbound now under the basket with 16.2 seconds remaining in the half. 40-26. Kaufman will pull the trigger. Goes out in the corner to Dykhusen. Dykhusen from the right wing. Step back three on the way. No, it's too strong. Rebound tipped, and an over-the-back call on Piper. And that's going to put Luers to the line with 10.4 seconds. A chance to chip into this 14-point Bishop Dwenger advantage. To the line, it's Ralph Morency, a 6'7 sophomore. Left-handed flip, got it. On the whole season, he is now 2 for 3 at the free throw line. 40-27. Morency just checked in for the first time on that defensive sequence. He got both of them. 40-28. 10.4 seconds, full court press for Luers. Saints will inbound. Backcourt baseline. Ball's inbounded to Piper. Piper goes back to Kaufman. It's deflected. Kaufman reacts to it and gets it. Only 5 seconds. Kaufman triple teamed in the backcourt. Got it knocked away, and it's going to lead to a wide open layup by Keon Crow at the horn. Count the bucket. And a huge turnover and score for Luers to cut the lead to 10 as the teams head to the locker room. Halftime score here at Bishop Luers. It's Bishop Dwenger 40, Bishop Luers 30. Coming up at the half, we've got the Commissioner's Corner. And then we'll come back here to Bishop Luers for the second half of basketball in this Summit Athletic Conference tilt between the Battle of the Bishops. Well, we will take a break. 40-30, our halftime score. And we'll come back. It is high school basketball being presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. We're set to start our third quarter with the Bishop Dwenger Saints leading at 40-30 over the Bishop Luers Knights. Brett Rump courtside with Ross Gosnell, our studio producer tonight. First half, Bishop Dwenger led by George Pori with 14. They got 9 from Luke Dykhusen and 8 from Tommy Kaufman. Starters in the game to begin our third quarter, and Bishop Dwenger will get the basketball. Both teams will shoot in front of their respective benches. Fans returning to their seats, and here we go. Inbound backcourt to Kaufman. Bishop Dwenger left to right. Kaufman on the dribble. High post to Piper. He'll pass on the handoff to Kaufman. Pass on another handoff, then turn and drive. And Piper just powers it all the way to the basket and lays it in. KC Piper with the bucket. He's got 7. It's 42-30. 12-point lead, Bishop Dwenger. Safersky on the wing, it's Carmani Davis, and he has it tipped, and it goes off his hand out of bounds near the sideline, right in front of the Bishop Luers cheering section, and Bishop Dwenger forces a mistake by Bishop Luers, and the Saints take over. Pori, front court, Dykhusen. Near the left corner to Lehrman. Lehrman finds a cutting Pori. He'll throw it up on the run. Missed it from 10 feet. Rebound Luers. Davis on the run. Lead pass Taylor. He had to save it baseline, but he had a foot on the line. And it will go right back to Bishop Dwenger. Back-to-back turnovers to start our second half for the Bishop Luers Knights. Full court pressure is TJ English, picks up Kaufman. Oh, and a nice screen. Kaufman drives, tries to go reverse layup, hit the bottom of the backboard, and then the ball eventually goes out of bounds, and the shooter was the last to touch it. So it belongs to Bishop Luers. 7:02 to play, third quarter, 42-30. Saints leading it over the Bishop Luers Knights here at Bishop Luers High School. Safersky on the wing, English. Cross court, Safersky stops at the arc, cross courts it. Davis got a look. Davis buries it for 3. Carmani Davis. 43% from distance on the season. And he closes the gap to 9, 42-33. Piper, left wing to the elbow, up top to Pori. Pori brings the dribble to the right. Had it poked away by Safersky. Pori got it back. Now he's going to power it up to the basket and get contact from Ale Taylor. And that's going to be, I believe, the third foul on Ale Taylor. No, it's a second. 2 on Taylor. To the line will be George Pori, shooting twice with 14 points in the first half. He was held scoreless, though, over the last 5 minutes of that first session, and he stays scoreless as he misses the first of his 2 free throws. 9-point Saints lead. Good on the second. Pori with 15. It's a 10-point advantage for the Saints. And in transition, English left open left wing. He misfires on the triple. And the rebound to Tommy Kaufman, Bishop Dwenger. Dykhusen down low. They're posting up with Lehrman. He spins into traffic, muscles it up too strong. And the rebound comes off the glass to Luers. English in the paint, goes up and under, left it short with the jump hook, and on the rebound, a battle for the ball between English and Lehrman, and I think they'll call Lehrman for the foul. Lehrman, a physical player that seems to always be a step slow. And they'll count the bucket. On the continuation, count the bucket for English. Wow. He's going to have a chance at a 3-point play. Could cut this down to 7. 5:57 on the clock, third quarter. 43-35, and English with the free throw. Good. TJ English with 9 points. All of a sudden, Luers creeping back into this one. Piper in the front court for the Saints. Has it right wing, hands to Kaufman. Kaufman sees a lane. He drives, he floats, he scores while getting fouled. And Tommy Kaufman's going to go to the free throw line. A chance to finish a huge three-point play for Dwenger. Double figures for TC. He's got 10. Looks for his 11th point. The junior, who is the Saints' backup quarterback and holder this year on the state championship football team, eyes it from 15 feet and left it way short. Rebound, though, goes to Lehrman. Lehrman's follow is good. Turns into a 4-point possession, 6 for Lehrman, and it's 47-36. Down low, miss, rebound tipped. Piper has it, and Piper gets stripped at midcourt. Now it's Bishop Luers to Taylor under the basket. He missed the layup, gets his own miss, puts it up and gets fouled by Pori. That is 3 on Pori. Taylor will get 2 free throws. But more importantly, Pori just picked up his 3rd foul with 5:27 remaining in the third quarter. Hale Taylor, a sub 50% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 in the game. Now he comes over to the sideline, gets a towel. He's wiping something off. I don't know if he got poked in the face. He wiped his hands, wiped his face, and now he's going out to the free throw line. Hale Taylor, a 6'4" senior. Averages a little over 13 points per game. First free throw good. He stays perfect at the line. He's 3 for 3 at the charity stripe. He's got 7 points, and it's 10-point margin. 47-37. One more coming for the Bishop Luers senior. Taylor flips it, and that's too strong. Rebound goes to Lehrman of Bishop Dwenger. Kaufman in the backcourt. They're wanting to trap Kaufman. He throws it over the top to Pori, right wing. 3 on the way, short. And the long rebound to English. Lead pass Davis. Luers on the run. Davis down the lane, and as he goes up for the shot, he got a little bit of a bump. And he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Tommy Kaufman picks up his 3rd foul. So the Saints have Pori and Kaufman both now with 3 fouls. They've combined for 25 points. Davis down by 10. First free throw is good. 47-38. Armani Davis with a dozen. 5:10 to play. Quarter number 3. Davis got both. 47-39. Now the full court zone trap for Bishop Luers. Saints pass it into the front court. Lehrman had it poked away, and it's stolen. Now it's 3 on 1. Lead pass goes to English. Layup good. And it's 47-42. And a timeout called. Make it 47-40. A timeout called by Bishop Dwenger. Well, we had that 10-point halftime score. It was 12 and then a late steal against full court pressure. And Luers quickly converted it to a bucket at the halftime horn after stealing it in Dwenger's backcourt. And you wonder if that bucket comes back to haunt the Saints. And it is 47-41. I was trying to give them 42. The scoreboard had 40, and now they settle on 41 with 4:57 left to be played. Third quarter, it's down to a 6-point Bishop Dwenger lead. Saints come in losers of their last 4 straight. They're 4-30 in 2 years under Coach Brandon O'Leary. Of course, that has to be Seth Coffing's message to his team. Put some pressure on them. They haven't found out how to win. Sometimes you have to learn the experience of what it takes. Full court pressure, and the Saints in the front court, and a pass too high goes off the hands of Dykehusen, and the Saints turn it over. So a chance to cut even further into the 6-point Saints lead. And it's Davis from the left corner. Triple, no. Long rebound, English. English in the lane. Pushes off a defender, goes up, missed it. Rebound comes off the iron, out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Bishop Luers. One Tommy comes in for another as Tommy Dykehusen replaces Tommy Kaufman for Bishop Dwenger. 47-41. Luers inbounds under the basket. And they go right down low to English. English spins, lays it in. Took advantage of a smaller defender. And it's 47-43. And then the Saints break pressure, and they've got Piper cutting to the basket for the layup. Front court now for Bishop Luers. Baseline, Taylor spins as he goes to the bucket, and he puts it in with a little spinning right-handed jump hook. 49-45. Saints again break the pressure. Piper drives, and he gets held up by Safersky, and that's a foul on Zen Safersky of Bishop Luers. Halfway through the third quarter, 3:58 to play. 49-45, a 4-point lead for the Saints, who have led by as many as 14 points. Bishop Dwenger girls won the first game of this girls-boys varsity doubleheader, 56-48. Inbound baseline. Jordan throws in the corner to Dykehusen. Dykehusen up top to Pori. George Pori cross-courts it. Tommy Dykehusen to Pori. Back to Tommy. Now on the left wing to Jordan. Middle of the zone to Piper. Kick out to Jordan, and Jordan traveled. Little head and shoulder fake, but his feet moved. And so a turnover for Bishop. Dwenger gives it to Luers with 3:42 on the clock, quarter number 3, and a 4-point game. Between the circles, Safersky to English. He drives, splits the defense, lays it up, and put it in off the window. TJ English draws Luers to within a possession. 49-47. Now the full court press. Dykehusen is trapped. He's in trouble, but he finds Pori. And then Pori gets trapped right wing. The ball goes out of bounds. What are we going to have? A foul called on Luers. The foul is on Keon Crow. Correction. They're now saying it's on TJ English. It is his second. And it is the fourth on the team here in the quarter. So now the Saints will be going to the free throw line on any subsequent fouls in this quarter. Inbound, Lehrman down low, double team to the low block. He's looking, pivoting. Now he drops the ball and falls to the deck, and that's a travel. Another turnover for Bishop Dwenger comes with 3:09 on the clock. A 2-point game. A 3 on the way for the lead. Davis missed it. Javen's offensive rebound. Takes it outside. Safersky fires. His 3 is no good. And back-to-back misses from 3-point land. And the Saints have preserved their lead for now. The rebound went to Max Jordan. And now we've got the officials picking something up. And he went over and talked to the security, one of Allen County Sheriff's Department's officers, and he goes over and talks to the Luers cheering section. Not sure what came out, but a timeout has to be called by Bishop Dwenger. They can't get the ball inbound against the full court press. So we've got a timeout and all the momentum right now with the home team. Bishop Luers has drawn to within 2. It's 49-47 with 2:56 to play in the third on the Parkview Sports Medicine High School Basketball Game of the Week on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. The Bishop Dwenger Saints led by as many as 14 points in our first half. They led by 10 at the half, and now here in the third quarter with 2:56 on the clock, it's a 2-point game, 49-47. Bishop Dwenger over Bishop Luers. Saints will inbound against full court pressure. And the turnovers have been mounting up for Bishop Dwenger here in the third quarter. It's almost cost them the lead against the press. They inbound, they get the pass underneath, and again, Lehrman's going to be doubled, and he gets it outside to the corner to Kaufman. Kaufman doubled, and a reach-in foul called on Bishop Luers. The foul on Keon Crow, and that is his first, but it puts Tommy Kaufman to the line. That's the 5th foul on Bishop Luers. Kaufman will shoot 2. He goes to the line with 10 points, and he's short. He's been short on both free throws. He's got one more coming. Can't make it a 2-possession lead, but he can extend it to 3 if he can salvage a split on the trip. And the free throw is nope, he got it. In and out, and then back in. 11 in the game for Kaufman, 2:38 to play in the third. A 3-point lead for the Saints, 50-47. High post, Crow, kick out Safersky, can't shoot it, cross court to English. English dribbles down the left side of the lane, puts it up with the left hand and got it over the top of Henry Jordan and laid it in. 50-49, we're down to a 1-point game. Over the top and a pass too high. Kaufman looking for Dykusen, and he threw it out of bounds. Another Bishop Dwenger turnover. They are having trouble with this pressure. And now the Knights look for the lead. We've had ties, but Bishop Luers has not been in front. And Davis from long distance missed it. Offensive rebound, Javens, and the putback good. And a technical foul is called on Bishop Luers. Something thrown on the court, and after the warning, that official's had enough. He called a technical on the student body of Bishop Luers as something came flying onto the court. Just as Bishop Luers takes the lead 51-50. And now you've got administration from Bishop Luers going over with some stern words for the student section. And they're trying to find out who did this. Just cost them a point at the free throw line and a chance for Bishop Dwenger to get the lead right back. Pori made the first. It's 51-51. 16 in the game for George Pori. Another free throw that could put Dwenger ahead, and he got it. So 2 points credited to the Bishop Luers student section for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. A technical on the crowd. Kevin Mann, athletic director here at Bishop Luers, he's gone over and he's standing in front of the student section with the sheriff's deputy. Here's Dykusen, a 3 right wing. It's no good. Keon Crow pulls down the rebound for Bishop Luers. 1-point game, Luers front court. Safersky flips it outside to Davis. Pulls up right elbow, double team, gives it off to Javens, who finds Safersky top of the key to Crow. Up top, Safersky. Safersky hands it to Javens. He stops at the arc, lobs middle of the lane. It's English spinning, throwing up a shot, no good, but they're going to call a Dwenger foul on Luke Dykusen. And TJ English will shoot a couple free throws with a chance to put Bishop Luers back on top. English has been the go-to guy for Bishop Luers here in the quarter. Steps to the line with 16 points. He's been very assertive offensively. Down by 1, shooting 2. TJ English came in as a 64% free throw shooter. English, a 6'3" junior for Seth Coffing and the Bishop Luers Knights. And first free throw to tie the game is good. Tied at 52, 1:23 to play in the third quarter. Second free throw for the lead. Good. Luers back on top, 53-52. Kaufman trapped in the backcourt, and again he's going to have to take a timeout. That's two of them used against this full court pressure by Bishop Dwenger. Minute 19 remains in the third. Luers 53 and a rattled Bishop Dwenger 52. We'll take a timeout and we will come back in 30 seconds. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. Back to action, and the Saints turn it over against the full court press. So it will be Bishop Luers getting the ball back. Minute 15 to play. Third quarter, 53-52. Luers is on top. They trailed starting this quarter by 10 points. And now Luers to inbound. Officials holding up play while Ale Taylor tucks in his jersey. Knights right to left. Safersky, English outside the arc. Taylor left baseline, 15 feet out. Throws up top, Davis. He's firing, hitting a three. Kamani Davis makes it a 4-point Bishop Luers lead. Front court, Bishop Dwenger. We've had a 14-point swing here in the quarter. Piper, top of the key. Dribbles down, spins, puts it up. Got it blocked by TJ English. Swatted out of bounds and belongs to Bishop Dwenger under the basket, but it's a different Knights team here in the third quarter. And a very rattled Bishop Dwenger squad. Inbound. They again find trouble getting the ball in. Now Kaufman to Pori. 3-ball. Got it! What a shot by George Pori from 25 feet on the left wing. 56-55. Davis to answer. Left corner triple. No. Long rebound tipped out. And it's Safersky who grabs it, and then taking out his legs is Luke Dijkhuizen. And that's going to be a foul on Dijkhuizen. And that will put Zen Safersky to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 24.5 on the clock here at the end of the third quarter. Knights with a 1-point lead, and the sophomore shooting two. Safersky's first is good. Safersky, a 75% free throw shooter. Makes it 57-55. Second one's on the way, and that's good. 58-55. Now the full court press as Pori gets in the front court. We've got a screen, and they're going to call a moving screen at midcourt on Piper. Casey Piper guilty of a screen. Completely wiped out Keon Crow. Piper said he didn't move. But Crow, a rather slender frame against the linebacker, Casey Piper. And it's a turnover again for Bishop Dwenger. Now you got 18 seconds with the clock running and a 3-point lead for Bishop Luers, and they'll take it down to the final shot. Safersky with 10 seconds. Cross courts it to English. He'll cross over, throw it up on the run. Back iron, no. Rebound tipped away from Jordan, and it goes right to English, who lays it in. And that's going to end the third quarter. That's the way the ball bounced that entire quarter for Bishop Dwenger. Jordan went up to grab the rebound and had it tipped out of his hands right to English underneath for the layup. It is 60-55 after 3. We've got the fourth quarter next. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. The third quarter completely flipped this game around. A 10-point lead at the half for Dwenger. It's now a 5-point lead for Luers. Fourth quarter begins. Knights with the ball. TJ English. He'll drive. He'll split the defense and take it right into the chest of Learman, and that's an offensive foul on TJ English. English with 20 points leading the way for Bishop Luers. Now has 3 fouls. And again, the Knights are going to set up full court pressure. They forced a lot of turnovers in that third quarter. In the backcourt, Dykehusen brings it on the dribble against Davis into the front court. Dykehusen, right wing to Jordan. He's doubled, and he almost threw it away. Ball ends up getting to Dykehusen, and he turns and shoots a 3 and hits the bottom of the cup. 60-58. Now Luers front court. English, high left wing. Up top between the circles, it's Safersky back to TJ English. Safersky gives to Davis. That's a long launch for 3. Got it! Carmani Davis! 20 in the game for Davis. 63-58 Luers. A minute into our fourth quarter. Dykehusen, top of the key. Shot fake, didn't take it. Gives instead to Henry Jordan. Up top, Learman. Back to Henry Jordan. He blows down the lane, puts it up. No, but there's a foul, and Henry Jordan's going to go to the line to shoot 2. It's a Bishop Luers foul called on TJ English, and that is his 4th. English with 20 points in the game for Bishop Luers, but now has 4 fouls with 6:43 on the clock. Henry Jordan shooting 2. No good on the first. It stays a 5-point Bishop Luers lead. And Seth Coughing decides to sit TJ English. We'll see when he decides to put him back in with his 4 fouls. Ale Taylor has checked in for the Knights. Second free throw on the way for Henry Jordan. That's good. 4-point game, 63-59. Clock goes under 6:40 left. Crow to Safersky. Back to Crow. High left. Crosses it right to Safersky. Back left to Crow. Crow to Safersky. Safersky tries to drive, then steps back out. Goes to Javins. Top of the key triple. Javins. Bullseye! Luers feeling it right now. 66-59. Saints front court. Kaufman. Center circle. Throws to his left to Dykehusen. Right back to Kaufman. Now popping out for the high post is Learman. He'll turn and face just outside the top of the key. Throws it to his left to Pori. Pori picks it up center circle. Throws left wing. Cutting into the passing lane and almost stealing. It's Pro, but it goes back to Pori. Stops at the 3-point line. Shoots. No. Rebound. Luers. Now it's a 2-on-1. Safersky to Crow. Layup. Good for Bishop Luers. They've opened up a 9-point lead. Kaufman front court for the Saints. Gives to Dykehusen. A big 3 on the way. It's back iron. No good. In the rebound underneath with bodies knocked to the deck. And who's the foul going to be called on? I think they're calling the foul on Bishop Dwenger. They call the foul on Zach Lehrman. It's his 3rd. Second on the team, or correction, first on the team here in the fourth quarter with 5:26 left. 68-59. We've had a 19-point swing here in the second half. After trailing by 10 at the break, Luers is up by 9. Corner 3, Javins, no. Rebound goes to Crow. Nobody for the Saints even anywhere near the basket. And now we've got an offensive foul on a screen. A moving screen called on Bishop Luers. And they'll call it on Carmani Davis. Picks up his third. 68-59, Saints front court. Dykehusen drops it off to Lehrman. Lehrman powers right through Ale Taylor, and they're going to call Taylor for a blocking foul. Two shots coming for Lehrman. (68-59). Bishop Luers leads with 5:02 remaining. And Bishop Dwenger's Zach Lehrman, a 6'4 junior, shoots two. And the first one is no good. Nate Javins has checked back in for Bishop Luers. Lehrman's second free throw. It's up and too strong, back heel, and we've got a lane violation. Javins called for a lane violation. It's going to be another free throw chance. Front rim on the first one, back heel on the second. So he was short, he was long, and now he's got one more chance to put a point on the board with 5:02 on the clock. We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a 9-point Bishop Luers lead. Bishop Dwenger, Zach Lehrman fires and hits. 68-60. 7 points for Lehrman. Now Luers front court. High post Crow goes to low post to Morency, and he gets fouled on a reverse layup. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. Ralph Morency, 6'7" sophomore. 2 for 2 in the game at the free throw line. Looks to add to an 8-point lead. The lefty fires and planks it back rim. No good. 4:51 left in this game. Morency, second. Good. 69-60. 9-point lead for Bishop Luers. Pori, front court. Piper, right wing. Dribbles toward the baseline. They'll chase him on the double. Now he throws a pass into traffic, and that's stolen away. Another Dwenger turnover. To Morency. He drives and looked like he was going to go up and stuff it, and he lays it in. Might have lost the ball, and it still went in the bucket. Dwenger, front court. Down now by 11. Here's a drive by Lehrman. Down the side of the lane, got the edge, and muscles it up. 9 points for Zach Lehrman. 71-62, about halfway through our fourth quarter. Javins. Shaversky to Carmani Davis in the corner to Keon Crow. Crow will dribble up the sideline to get a wing and give to Shaversky. Now Javins back to Shaversky. High right, high left side to Javins. Shaversky moves over to the center circle. Throws to his left to Javins. Luers willing to spend some time here at the offensive end with a 9-point lead and the clock at 3:45 and ticking. Javins throws in the paint. Morency outside to Shaversky to Javins. 3.5 minutes left, and Luers just playing some catch. Now they go to Davis. Davis, right wing, wanted to launch, but he was pretty far out. Now he's on the dribble. Finds a man underneath Crow, and he went up for the shot, lost the handle, and a foul is called. The foul is on Tommy Kaufman for a push, and Keon Crow's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair for Bishop Luers. 71-62 with 3:22 left, and Crow eyes the first of two and got it. A lot of rim, but it dropped through for Keon Crow. 5 points for Crow. The lead is 10 with 3:22 left, trying to make it 11. Got it. Couple of free throws for Keon Crow. 6 in the game for Crow. 73-62. Luers. Front court, Kaufman drives down the lane all the way to the basket. Puts it up on the run. No good. It rolled off the left side of the rim. But Kaufman's going to shoot free throws. A foul on Morency of Bishop Luers, his second. Kaufman goes to the free throw line. 11 points. Free throw number 1 is good. 12 for Kaufman, the lead to 10, and now he can make it single digits if he can convert on the second. Bishop Luers now with 3:14 remaining puts in their players with foul trouble. This free throw short, and the rebound goes to Bishop Luers. Well, Dwenger's not been real good at the free throw line, left a lot of points out there at the charity stripe. They've turned it over a ton here in the second half, and they've blown what was a 14-point lead in the first half and a 10-point lead at halftime. Under 3 left. Saversky on the dribble at the foul line. Throws outside to TJ English. Now on the court with 4 fouls. English, high left corner of the half court. He'll get out of there and take it to the top of the key. Give to Saversky. They'll double him near the timeline, and a reach-in foul. Tommy Kaufman's fouled out of the game. I believe that is foul number 5 on Tommy Kaufman. Haven't seen the official call, but Seth Coughing's taking a timeout, so the team's now huddled up, and I'm not sure. We'll see who comes out of the huddle for Bishop Dwenger. 2:42 remaining. 73-63. It's a 10-point lead for Bishop Luers after the Knights trailed by 10 at the half. Bishop Dwenger looks to be on their way to their 5th straight loss. It would knock them to 1-4 in conference play. Meanwhile, for Bishop Luers, they're trying to keep pace. They're 2-1 in the league, and they could improve to 3-1 if they can hold on to this 10-point lead with 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. So Kaufman is out of the game. You've got Dykehusen ×2 with Luke and Tommy both in the game. You've got Max Jordan and Henry Jordan. So you've got the brothers and the brothers with George Pori. Baseline Javens. Up top, here's English. He's going to drive. He's going to go up and under. Miss it, but a tip. No good by Ale Taylor. Right in front of the rim. It rolled off. Rebound Dwenger. Now you've got Pori. Up top to Dykehusen. Max Jordan gives to Tommy Dykehusen. Back to Pori. Pori. Pull up at the 3-point line. Got it and got fouled. What a shot by George Pori. 23 for George Pori, and he's going to go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play and could cut it down to 5. Correction, 6. 73-66, and now it's 73-67. 2:04 remains. Saints not done yet. 24 for George Pori. Pass into the front court. Saints with mild pressure. They're going to have to get up on them now. Minute 52, and Bishop Luers front court. Saversky, baseline, drives. Got his shot blocked, but he got it right back. Sends it out to Javens. Up top, Saversky. Saints had their chance, but couldn't come up with the loose ball after the block shot. Now Saversky dribbles, crosses over, flips it baseline. Davis, little short jumper from 8 feet. Good. Baseline right for Carmani Davis. 22 for Davis. 75-67, the lead at 8. And then Dykehusen just got his pocket picked by Saversky, and then Dykehusen had to foul him to save the uncontested breakaway layup. So another turnover for Bishop Dwenger. We don't have stats like we do at college games, but I had to guess. Well, Kaufman's back in the game, so he didn't foul out. He's checked back in. He's out there with 4 fouls. Here's English driving. Scooping, miss it. No, he got it to roll in, and a foul's called. Or is it an offensive foul? I think they're calling the offensive foul. They are. And that's 5 on TJ English, and the Saints will get the ball. 8-point game, minute 12 left. And TJ English is done. Looked like a block to me, but blocking foul, but they call it a charge. And now the full court pressure for Luers. Minute 12 left. Saints down 8. Kaufman to inbound. And it's a football throw over the top. Touchdown! Oh, and he got it to Piper, who blew the layup. Beautiful play over the top of the defense. Got it to Piper, catching it left block. And when he laid it up, he shot it too strong and didn't get the easy 2 points. Now Bishop Luers gets fouled. This foul is on Luke Dykhuizen, and Zen Safersky is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for Bishop Luers. Maybe the story of Bishop Dwenger's season. A beautiful baseball pass over the top of the defense, and I kid about the touchdown because it was Kaufman, the backup quarterback on the football team, throwing it, and it looked like him going deep on the post route. Got it to Piper on the run. He caught it at the left block and then laid it up too strong, and just like that, Luers at the line converts on the first, and now Safersky will have another. He got them both. It's a 10-point lead. 77-67, only a minute 5 remaining in this one. Kaufman across the timeline, on the dribble, splits defender, sends it outside to Pori. Pori didn't shoot it. He drives in, mid-range for Pori, no good. Offensive rebound, Piper outside to Dykhuizen, and he gets run over by Javins. Gave a shot fake, Javins with a closeout, and then Dykhuizen went to put it on the deck, and Javins couldn't put on the brakes fast enough. He ran right over Dykhuizen. So Luke Dykhuizen's going to go to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 51.2 seconds on the clock. Dwenger down by 10. First free throw is good. Substitutions, they'll go offensive and defensive substitutions now as they put in the Jordan brothers, Henry and Max. And I guess I'm assuming they're brothers. I don't know that I actually have that bio. Second one also good for Dykhuizen. Now the inbound, Safersky backcourt. We're under 50 seconds left. And an offensive foul as Safersky cleared out as he took off on the dribble. Uses free arm to knock down Dykhuizen, and it's going to be a turnover with a 77-69 score and 48.6 seconds on the clock. And immediately the offensive players back in for Bishop Dwenger. Kaufman and Piper have come right back in. It's an inbound under the Dwenger basket. Saints need a lot to happen in a hurry. They're down 8. Kaufman will inbound. He looks, goes in the corner. Dykhuizen's 3. Bullseye! Not done yet. Bishop Dwenger has made it a 5-point game. Timeout called with 45.2 seconds left, 77-72. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM. It's been a game of momentum. Bishop Dwenger controlled the first half and led by 10 at the break. It was all Luers in the third quarter. The Knights have had double-digit lead since about midway through that third quarter. And now the lead's been cut to 5. 77-72, full court press. Javins gets it to Davis. Davis on the run, and they're going to push Davis from behind, and Max Jordan's guilty of the foul. And it will put Carmani Davis to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 42.2 seconds left. And Davis very close to perfect on the season, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. (77-72), free throw number 1, good, nothing but net for Carmani Davis. Now the offensive and defensive substitutions for Brandon O'Leary and the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 42.2 seconds left. 78-72. Second free throw for Davis. And that one rattles in. 79-72. Here comes Kaufman. Big collision, no call. Pori open for three, and he left a short right. Rebound Luers with 32 seconds. Seversky fouled by Piper in the backcourt, and then Seversky's going to go to the free throw line with Luers leading by 7 and 31 seconds left, and that is Piper's fifth foul. He's officially out of the game. Well, for Bishop Luers, they'll get their overall record to 6-7, 3-1 in the league. Seversky's first is too strong, no good. Seversky with 7 points, eyes it. Give him 8. He makes the second. It's an 8-point lead. .31 seconds left. 80-72, Bishop Luers. And the Saints will inbound. Here comes Kaufman on the push. In the lane, and he just lost the dribble, and it's taken away by Luers. Another Dwenger turnover, and now Seversky weave the defense, still on the dribble, still weaving. In the corner, Davis, and they'll grab Davis. Wrong guy to foul, but Dwenger really with no choice. They couldn't track down Seversky. So Carmani Davis going to the line with only 15.9 seconds left. The foul was Tommy Dykhuizen, his second. Davis to the charity stripe with 24. Now 25. 81-72. This could make it a 10-point advantage for the Knights. He got it. Nothing but net on both free throws for Carmani Davis. 26 for Davis. Pori pulls up, 3-point shot on the way. It's an air ball, but taken on the grab underneath the basket by Dykhuizen, and on the reverse layup, he gets fouled, and he's going to have a chance at a 3-point play. First bucket of the game for Tommy Dykhuizen. He read that Pori 3 being an air ball, and he just cut baseline and caught it under the basket and then flipped it in on the reverse. He missed the free throw. Luers the rebound, and now Davis, and they try to steal it from Davis. They'll tie him up at midcourt with 1.4 seconds. The arrow points to Bishop Dwenger, but it's an 8-point game, 82-74. Inbound, lobbed under the basket to Dykhuizen. Little turnaround on the way, and will they count it? No, the shot was late, no good. So the score stays 82-74, and it is a final here at Bishop Luers. The Bishop Luers Knights come from a double-digit deficit at halftime and come back to beat the Bishop Dwenger Saints 82-74. We'll take a post-game break. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up. And then we've still got our post-game show waiting and standing by over at the Southgate Pizza Hut. Adam Lundy and Eric Dukevich. We'll get to them soon to give us a recap of all the action tonight in high school basketball. That comes up next. It's high school basketball presented by Parkview Sports Medicine on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.